Alright lads, Avid is back with another FIFA 16 Virtual Pro lookalike tutorial with a difference, guys. You would have seen on my most recent video, which was Nathaniel Klein, I've got a hell of a lot of stick for it looking very similar to another YouTuber who I'd never heard of, never seen his Nathaniel Klein. I have never ever copied another YouTuber's pro, I can promise you that. All of mine are done off of my FIFA 15 settings, or they are done from scratch. Nathaniel Klein was done from scratch, so I copied him from scratch and made him from scratch without even knowing who this other YouTuber was. If you clearly compare the two side by side, the eyes are very different, the mouth is very different. He uses a lighter shade eyeball, whereas I use the dark one. So I don't know what this lad is up to, I don't know where the hate is coming from. But what I've decided to do is, someone was sticking up for me in the comments and I really appreciate that. And he asked for David Alaba. I've been doing defenders, I've been doing fullbacks, so that's what I'm going to do. Now what I might do, guys, is fast forward this video with no commentary, just to go through the video quicker. But you're going to see me doing this pro live, and I will also put in the bottom corner the two pictures that I'm actually copying. The problem I've got with this one is he's got many different hairstyles. I've asked a few people, they're not too sure of his current hairstyle. I've got two pictures up. One is pretty much the Afro clean, the other one is another hairstyle which I will have to try and find, and obviously then he's got a similar one to Ivy League stroke undercut. So that is what we'll do. We'll put all three on and see if we can get him to look like David Alaba with at least one of them hairstyles on. So let's go. Obviously first up I would just do the name, so that's what we'll do. And now lads, I'm going to talk over it unless it takes too long. If it doesn't take too long, I will keep the commentary live so that you can see me doing it live, guys. I don't change everything here. I'm not always change the right foot, to be honest with you. Commentary name, I don't bother. Kit name, Alaba. It's Austrian. And plates will buy a job. So let's get that. And obviously, guys, I'm just doing this so you can see me do it from scratch. Defender left, and where's the number 27, I believe. I suppose a good way of finding out what he actually looks like properly would be, I don't bother with birthdays, guys. He's 5'11", but he's quite thin, so I'm just going to put him 156. Now the complexion is going to be a hard one, so he is quite dark, so I'm going to go for that one to start with. Now go straight to the hair and put that one on. In one of the pictures I've got, his hair's like that. I will show you the picture, and the picture will be down in the bottom right hand corner. But I'm not liking that one to start with, so I'm not going to do that one yet. So I'll try and find the one that I think is him. I need to be looking. I know what one I've got in mind. You all may know it as well, but I've just can't remember for the life of me. Obviously his hair's similar to that in some of the pictures I've seen, but he's not as short around the back and sides. Don't think the Ivy League is really how he's got it, but let me just concentrate again and look through. It's the one that's similar to that, that might even be that one, but I'm sure that one, it's that one. That's the one I'm going to use, guys, because that's very similar to the picture that I've got. So that's what we'll go with. So now, the pictures I've got of him, his eyebrows are normal shape, and they're up a bit, so we will rise them a bit for now. What I always do, guys, is start off obviously how I think they look and then change them a little bit later. They are a little bit down, and I'll put them like that. Okay. Right, so now moving on to the eyes. Obviously he's got a lot darker eyes than that. So first thing I like to do to get the eyes right is do the colour. Now looking at them, they do point down a little, so I go for the eye shape first. And they're quite big, but I think the size is okay. I'm going to just put this picture over this side so we can see that better. And I would say just a touch closer. They're not fouled at all, and I would say they're definitely out like that. And looking at it, his eyebrows look like they would be a lot higher than that. But then from here, his top eyelid comes down a bit more, and that one possibly like that. But we'll see as we go on, and obviously it's just a starter. Apologies for that, guys. Right, so now we're going to his ears. He's got quite big sticky out ears, not as big as that obviously. Just in a bit. Right, the nose. The nose is very similar to Nathaniel Klein's. Bit longer though. Right, so now what I do to do the nose, I turn him down. It's not as wide, and his end is not as wide. So just go from there, and then we're going to just go to profile. Okay, so bring it right in. Then you start bringing it down to bring that arch bit in. Okay. That's quite small, but we don't want it too small, and in. And then from here, I can see that it needs to go, my bad, not that one. It needs to go up. It needs to go up quite a bit. Like that. And then go back to profile. As you can see, it's starting to look a bit better. Still don't know if that's high enough. But just bring it a bit. That's getting there now, but I don't think it's wide enough at the tip, so we'll do it like that for now. And then go on to nostrils. And they look like they're down a bit. Obviously they're a bit wide. But we can take them because they're a little bit like flatter looking. Don't know if it's actually movements. Too far in. From his eye. Now to cheeks. Quite average cheek size, but they're quite high. And then obviously that is where you then start getting the slant. So he's got quite a round face, so we keep his cheeks sort of kind of a bit full. Now his mouth, he's got a very narrow mouth. Sticks out quite a bit. From the side. Come out a little. And see, what I've noticed with this FIFA is the jaw is already underneath a bit, so you then have to correct that to get it straight. You then have to go to over a bit, and then that brings it level. Okay. So we'll go with that for now. I actually think his mouth is a bit lower, possibly there, and then the lips. He's got like a little curve on him, to be honest. And then ones. And the problem you've got with these faces, guys, is that a lot of players, their lips are not the same colour as their face, obviously, but FIFA seems to think they are for some reason. Why, I don't know. That's not bad, though. And he's got a bit of a sad look on his face, so I can either put him down Try to keep it in the middle as much as I can, or just keep it neutral. For now, I'm going to keep it neutral, and I'm just going to bring in the narrow a little bit more there. Alright, now so obviously I'm still not quite looking at him, so there will be a lot more tweaks we'd need to make. So I'm just going to go up and just bring that out a little bit more, and I'm not going to give him a fully defined chin. He's got quite a little pointy chin, and if I look at the profile, it's not too bad. So now I look at it and I think, right, I've gone through everything once. What needs doing? Okay, let's have a look at it from there. So now what I would do is I'll start making it look better. I don't know if I've put the boots on, so I might have to just put them. Oh, there you go. Them ones will do. They're close to what he's wearing, I think. Or what the thing has said. And I do believe this is routine default. Short sleeved, because I like putting, I think that was on his right wrist. I like putting, which is strange, I like putting a wristband on. So then I'd bring it back down and think, so what needs doing? And straight away I'm thinking eyebrows for definite. Eyebrows and eyes. And from the side on, nose is not too bad, but I'm still not happy with it. And I'm thinking, it's not David Alaba yet. It's not nowhere near yet. So now I'm then going to go from his eyebrows. To me always look like they're up. I'm not sure they're in. And then I'm going to make them thicker. And then I'll give me the scoop to make them a little bit longer. That's a bit better, but I'm still not happy with his eyes. But as you can see, maybe his brows do need to come out a bit just to thicken them up a little bit more. Like that. And I am now at the point, guys, where I'm thinking complexion. Is the complexion right now? Because I can't quite get him how I want him. And it's at this point now, guys, where I'm now deciding, okay, is it good enough to put up? Should I put it up? I've now spent this time doing it. Should I put it up? Do I think it's good enough to put up? And I'm thinking, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's the hairstyle that I'm worried about most, but I don't think that's too bad. I'm looking at the picture that is obviously down on your screen now, and he is looking like he's got a round face, and I'm not quite capturing that round face. That's what I'm thinking now. But the only way I can capture that round face is bring his jaw up a bit, and that's still not really working. So that's about the best I can go. But his eyes still are troubling me. His eyes are definitely what's concerning me the most now. They're what I'm least happy with. So let's now put a different hairstyle on him. So now we go to hairstyles, okay, and we'll put the afro clean on him. That's the picture. That is obviously the side view picture, and as you can see, it's not a bad side view now compared to that picture. That's very, I quite like it. Actually, I quite like that picture from the side view. So with that hairstyle, it's close. So then we'll come out of there, and then we'll go short, and we go the undercut, and that's kind of a lot of the pictures I've seen now. So it's not too bad. The eyes trouble me, guys. The eyes are not right. I can see it, you know, do you know what I mean? That hairstyle is the one I think I'm going to go with. And I'm going to see if I can do anything else with his eyes. But I'm not too sure what I can do. Make them bigger first. So what I'll do now is think, they're not right. They don't look like how I want them to look. So then I'd make them bigger and come down with them a bit. And I'd say, no, that's just too much. So then slowly bring them in and thinking, is it the angle or is it the size? And I think, I'm not really sure. His eyes are really tough, guys. I'm not gonna lie, really tough. And they're quite hard because he's slightly looking at an angle. But what I'm gonna say, guys, is I don't think that's too bad. Don't think it's too. His eyes are not. I'm not happy with his eyes, guys. And this is what you must understand. When I put pros up, it doesn't mean I think they look exactly like him. I'm 100%. But I think that is a decent David Alaba. It's not perfect, I know. And to be honest with you, looking at his eyebrows right now, they do come down a bit. So let's just get them down a little bit more. And then bring them together a bit more. And I don't think that's a bad David Alaba, guys, looking at that like that. Anyway, guys, there you can see I've just done a video from scratch doing a David Alaba. I hope you like it. I hope you please believe me, I do not copy anyone else's. I could now sit here and do a Nathaniel Klein off the bat again. And, you know, it's going to... Look, the way you've got to look at it is, if somebody does a good pro, and then somebody else is good at doing it as well, if they're both good, they should look similar. They should, because you're both trying to aim. It's like two people drawing a picture. If you're both good drawers, you're going to get it very much like the picture. But would you be able to tell which one done it? No. So, you know, he should take that as a compliment as well. But to be fair, that's not him that's causing the problem. It's one of his subscribers, which he should really, you know, think about what he's saying. But I don't really see what else I can do with this David Alaba one. It's good. I'm not happy with the eyes, but I still think it's a very good one. I hope you like it. If you do, smash that like button for me, guys, because I got a lot of dislikes on yesterday's video for no reason whatsoever. I'll leave it with the settings that I've already done, and see you next time.